Okay, we gotta remember, go down the right, because if I go off any jumps, I die, because this character has, like, the weakest ankles ever. But, Keith had to go sit down, and, you know, nothing against him. I kind of am the same way. If it's too competitive and the stakes are really high, I'm like, I actually get upset and, like, uncomfortable. And I would much prefer to just have, like, a nice, fun experience with my friends. You know? EDF. Starbound. Anything. Like, if there's competition, it better be, like, freaking, what's a good example? Well, if there's competition, it better be, like, Ultimate Chicken Horse, where, like, literally doesn't matter. Oh, thanks for the resub, Whitehammer. Why is Wanderer terraforming a mountain? It's because I need lithium. Fortunately, lithium is kind of hard to come by. But yeah, I'd much rather just play friendly, relaxing single-player or co-op games. Part of the reason why I always get kind of crabby at the idea of loot boxes is if they start showing up in my single-player games, it's like, pay X dollars to get, like, a boost for your single-player game. And it's like, no thank you, don't do that. That's when I start cheating. What game was it that had that? I know, like, Assassin's Creed would do that. If I ever end up playing one of those single-player games that's like, by the way, if you pay real money, you can get this faster, and I'm like, I am going to cheat like crazy and not have to think about this. Aha! Okay, if you can get to arid, lithium's everywhere. Good to know. I'll do that in a bit. I mean... Oops. Well, actually, no, we need it right there. How many bytes do we have? Got 5,000. Unfortunately, we gotta save up for the big truck. Shadow of War had it. Yeah, that was the one. I couldn't get into Shadow of War for, like, a bunch of times. Or not a bunch of times, a bunch of reasons. Like, I actually really wanted to play that game. I don't know how many of you guys saw my original series on it. But I had an absolute blast with Shadow of Mordor. I thought it was a fantastic game, and I really enjoyed it. Let's see, so no Starbound tonight, I guess. I might maybe get to it. My headache's better. I don't think I could do Okami, though. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna focus on Astroneer. We'll get to Starbound once I'm done with this. But, yeah, Shadow of War specifically, all of the microtransactions, like loot box things, I was just like, ooh, I don't want to deal with this, but I might just out of obligation, because, I mean, it seemed kind of fun and stuff like that. But then when I actually started playing the game, it performed like ass, and I was just like, well, that's a load off my shoulders. What day is today? Well, at this point, it's Thursday for me. It's Thursday, my dudes. I mean, technically wrong, but whatever. I really like this. I really like this song. The Okami puzzle reactivate my headache. The problem is, it's the reason why I don't want to do Okami tonight is because of my headache, is because of the visual style. Astroneer, actually, I feel so much better playing Astroneer now, because it's a bunch of crisp edges and high contrast areas. Like, it's kind of bright right now, but it's not that big of a deal. But, you know, it's a very clean art style, which is, I mean, generally why I like vectors and stuff, but it's much easier for me to, like, look at this and feel relaxed than Okami right now, which is all sorts of muddy. Let's see, what do I think about Rocket League? I actually don't. I have never played enough Rocket League to know about it. Every time I try and play it, it's fun, but it's too stressful for me, and I do have to go lay down. Actually can't play Rocket League without a drink, because otherwise I get, like, way too stressed out, and even then, having the drink is only a temporary measure. It is really bright, yeah. Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna scoot down. Oh! That's gonna kill me if I'm... there. We just have a random floating beacon. Should probably pick it up. There we go. I'm just gonna go back to cutting a big ol' hole here. What about TF2? Same reason. Like, competitive shooters have never really appealed to me. They just aren't my thing. And so, like, TF2, Battlefront, anything. Like, after a while, I'm just like, alright, I've got other stuff to play. It'd be fun, but... I played a bunch of TF2 in college, but it was all local matches before they added any of the hats. Like, I quit just as they added... I want to say it was, like, the iPod earbuds or, like, the towering stack of hats or something silly like that. Should build a bat cave in this mountain. If they actually let you put shit down in places, I'd be down for it. The geometry gets really confusing around here. Oh, we're full up. I gotta stop. But I think mainly for TF2, they just need to go and make a TF3. I love Valve as a company, but they're awful game developers. Like, I still am holding out hope for a Half-Life 3 just because. Because if they could make that, that would, well, mean I could actually play through the Half-Life series. Because the main reason why I've never touched any of the Half-Life games on this channel is, one, because I would like to play it multiplayer, and two, if Half-Life 3 does somehow magically come out someday, which is never going to happen, but, like, if it did, then I'd like to do the series running up to it, but, yeah, nothing's ever going to happen. They might, well, I mean, they've got a third Counter-Strike game, they just didn't attach a 3 to it, so it's possible. But, pretty much never going to happen, ever. I should probably actually just play through the Half-Life games and then just read on camera that one guy's book. Because that would actually be... that'd be kind of fun. Just like, hey... the Half-Life 3, sort of. Okay, let's make the other medium battery. Maybe I'll get Bird to do it with me at some point. Big battery. Okay. I mean, we pretty much have to keep doing this unless we just want to wait for tech. Don't know if that's a good idea, though. Problem is, my migraine's coming back again. Bigger canister for soil. And a compressor upgrade that will compress it as it's stored. I just want to... I want a silo that I could actually attach to this thing. Like, it'd be cool if you could make, like, a silo... like, a deep core drilling setup that more or less just goes straight down and pulls up random resources. Left 4 Dead 3. I don't know if they'll ever make a Left 4 Dead 3. It seems unlikely to me. Wasn't the developer of Left 4 Dead the people that went off to make Evolve? Like, I think they got kind of burnt. Burnt out? Destroyed? Might be possible, though. Let's see. Would I ever play the Halo series? Do they have... Is Halo 6 coming out at some point? Because that would be something to consider. My main problem is, if I were to play the Halo games, either I'd do it alone, split screen, which would look awful with Shell, or... I'm curious what the terrain analyzer and the inhibitor do, but I think my best course of action right now is to get the big vehicle, probably. Let's see, we don't actually have that much research stored in all of these. Well, I can get I'll have enough for a big vehicle. Because then I can go around, Yeah, probably. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Because I'd like to get a big truck so I can drive around and grab you stuff. Oh, the analyzer lets you copy color while the inhibitor prevents you from grabbing soil. Yeah, that's not so helpful. So, I could maybe go to space early, but I'm not sure if it would help that much. Oh, and the alignment tool lets you set permanent alignment. That actually would be kind of handy if I wanted to make that super slide. I don't know. Having a hard time deciding. And yeah, I know you can stack mods. I've got wide and boost. Could always connect two medium rovers. Those things flip over at the drop of a hat, though. But yeah, I'll probably play through the Halo games at some point. It's hard. I just got done with a really lengthy co-op series with Keith, and he's literally the only person I know that has an Xbox. If they ever come out with like a compilation of every Halo game on PC, then 100% I am playing through them as like a big old series. Because that would be like a dream. Because I played Halo 1 on PC, and it was fantastic. My desire to do Halo anything else on like Xbox, go on an adventure on the rover and see if I can find my way back. I mean, it could always just die. Would work. Let's, I'm gonna kill time for a little while longer. Oh, the canister on my gun? Did I... Yeah, it's empty. Oops. Okay. Can I connect these here? Okay, there we go. I just want to make this cave entrance huge. Like, unreasonably large for no good reason. So there's just a big ol' hole in the wall. But yeah. I don't know. Brain is tired. I played Halo 1 on PC. And just, I don't know. It was hard to get into 2 on Xbox, and then after that, Shell and I did do actually like a big date playthrough of every Half-Life Halo game up to Reach. That was fun. I'd do that again. Problem is, split screen looks like pure butts. Oh, hi. Just free compound sitting right here. I didn't even realize. Oh, it's resin. Really? Right, compound is rounder. Why is there resin here, though? So there are random resources in the walls of the mountain. A lot of random resources, actually. I'm probably going to destroy much of this setup I have here. That's okay. Let's extend this up here. This system will have to be reset. Play the old Call of Duty games. I have never played any of the Call of Duty games. The idea of playing one now seems just a little silly to me. Like, I am so far from your standard, like, shooter fan that, like, I actively avoid most of them. I played Battlefield up to 2142, which really wasn't that far. Pretty much that was just 1942 and 2 and then 2142. But then they went back to Vietnam and some other places, and I was just like, I have lost interest. Actually, no, they went to Vietnam first. Then they did Battlefield 2 or 2142. I don't know, I just really liked 2142. The freaking helicarrier missions were so fun. Everything else just felt kind of cheap and uninteresting in comparison after that point. I want to be able to see this giant hole in the mountain. What about XCOM? I mean, XCOM's like a completely separate thing and has nothing to do with any of the previous ones. Or with any of the previous games I've been talking about. My main problem with XCOM is the expectation of being good. Like, it's why I kind of refuse to play, like, trading card games most of the time. It's not very fun playing a game where everybody expects you to play perfectly the first time around, and gets really mad at you when you don't. And so, like, I'm a save scummer. I'd love to play through XCOM 2 again, and actually, like, beat it, but I modded the shit out of it, so it was fun for me, and everybody hated that. So I was just like, alright, well, this series is dead. Because I don't have the patience to be good at XCOM. I'm not Christopher Odd. I never will be. Like, I really liked, shoot, what was... I really liked... it was an indie game, Halfway. That's what it was called. Played kind of like XCOM. I really liked it because it was a short, sweet, very tightly designed XCOM, like, indie game. It was fun. And then I was done with it and it was perfect. I tried playing, like, regular XCOM and I'm just like, this is so long. Oh, hey, we're maxed out. I should probably go back. Oh, hey, you snake. But yeah, I'd rather just, like, goof around, have fun. Sometimes I'll play hard games, but I still only partially enjoy it. Like, stuff like Rain World and Mushroom 11 are almost more interesting to me than playing, like, a super hard version of XCOM. Because with both of those games, you beat them, then you're done. You never have to... You beat them and then you're done, and you never have to come back to them ever again. And then, also there's just something kind of amusingly charming about, like, being angry at those. Than, you know, a tactical game where it's just like, you just got sniped halfway across the map by some dude. Your best soldier's now dead, and it's like, I just didn't enjoy that. Let's see. Is that all of it? Yeah, it's maxed out, but we're out of power. Yeah, we really just need more batteries here. How's our research going? I need some more research specimens. Which probably means I actually have enough. Oh, I've got enough for the car. So what do I need for the large rover? Oh, I'm on the wrong side. What about, like, a New Game Plus run of Dark Souls? I'd almost rather just do another Dark Souls series or Bloodborne. I don't know, New Game Plus on a Dark Souls game just doesn't seem very enjoyable to me. Maybe, maybe in Dark Souls 2. Need a Rain World 2 for Wander to play. I would probably do it. There is multiplayer. Like, someday, if you guys can convince Bird to play Rain World multiplayer with me, I will do a second run of the game. I think they added new characters, too. Which was kind of ridiculous. Okay. So, more or less, I'm going to have basic initial storage, and then big storage behind it, probably. Let me see. Oh! Thanks for the sub, you snake. But that said, there's also like a billion other things that I'd like to do as, do with Bird. Use the old rover as a trailer. Maybe? Main problem is it's just really hard to drive around and stuff. But yeah, instead of, like a New Game Plus run of Dark Souls, I'd almost rather just try and get Bird on for, even stupider run of Dark Souls 2 or 3. I don't think Bird would touch it after seeing me play it. Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. I don't think Bird would have any interest in Rain World. Let's see. We're looking for big storage, probably, which I guess isn't here. I actually have no idea where storage would be located. There it is. 3,200. Well, I might still be able to put... I guess... See, will I try and get Bird for a way out? Yes! That game is going to be fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to it. It looks perfect, and the nice thing about A Way Out, for those of you that don't know, A Way Out is kind of like a cooperative prison escape slash, like, I don't even know, I'm gonna say it's like a very, not realistic game, but a very real TM game. I don't really know how to, like, put that into words in any other proper manner, but it looks interesting and deep and whatever. But the cool thing about it for me is, A Way Out 2, only one person has to buy it. So, so if I pick it up, I can more or less just be like, hey, you want to play co-op with me? And they won't have to be like, I don't really want to buy it. Because I have that side covered. I hate developers that send multiplayer games, but they only send one copy. I'm like, what? Where do you think I'm gonna get my friend? Like, how do you think I'm gonna get my friends to play this with me? Okay, looks like we actually have an amount of research up in these trees, so I should probably start grabbing them. A Way Out is a prison game, right? Sort of. It's not just a prison game though. You start in prison, but as far as I can tell, you leave prison, and then you're like trying to get back to your wife or your life or something like that. And I think that's actually really cool. Let's see. Early access game called Dig or Die. I don't think I've heard of it. There's too many early access games and like indie games that I haven't even heard about. I got a code to like a really cool looking CRPG earlier today that I had no idea about. And a Metroidvania I'd never even heard about. And then there was that unexplored game, which I didn't like that much, but it was a roguelike of all things that came out this year that I had not heard about. Oh, goody. What the? What the? Why are they doing these things? Is this, like, mildly unsettling for anybody else watching the globulous fruit blobs? Glorble? Hop, hop. No, shit. So you want to watch me play the Portal Bridge Constructor game? I might actually play it tomorrow. If I've got the time. Okay, well. The cost of my hubris is the inability to drive. Hubris or just lazy resource collection methods? Well, it's kind of bound to happen anyway. I'm just glad it happened kind of near my base. Alright, there we go. But yeah, wasn't I... Oh, wait, no, I was playing Polybridge. That was fun. I mean, just in general, games like Bridge Construction and Polybridge are fun. My problem is I usually see, like, Blitzkriegslers already played, like, 5 hours of this game, and I'm like, well, there's no room on YouTube for me now. I like that guy, but, like, man, he just hogs all the views. Except for you guys, of course. Like, obviously, there are reasons to play things, but usually I'll try and play games that other bigger YouTubers have not covered yet. If I can get there first. Like, Make Sail, for example. I think I'm one of the first people to play that. Moonlighter, I know there was, like, one other guy that had played it already, and I'm like, no. Go check out that thing over there. I mean, there is a small treasure trove of research. Just kind of waiting for us. If I can get to it. I want some higher value research, though. It's all been kind of piddly stuff. I'm looking for the high value. That looks like one of the high value ones. Okay. Yeah, I can take a look at Dig or Die. Now this is a massive solar panel. I think I can get this home. If I can... Unfortunately, we picked, like, the absolute worst spot. Yeah, I'm just gonna clear this out so we have kind of a nook. Okay, there we go. Where's my car? Oh, Jesus. Almost died from that. I kind of wish you could actually set it so you could revive from your car. That'd be kind of nice. It'll also be kind of shit. This thing needs better traction.